Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone is trading well with a proper risk management. Okay? We'll check today how many of them have made a losses because they might be having a open position from compared to yesterday to today. We'll check on it. If we check on a higher time frame first. Yeah, hi Sohan and hi Shruti. If we follow this one of the triangle pattern trend line which was taking more supports, that means 1 2 3 and 4, but the resistances is only we have two resistance. But if we consider the resistance as a on a single line, like not as a parallel or anything, I'm just considering a body high whatever the swing high, yeah, if the candle closes above this line, because this is one of the resistance and whatever the previous, I'm also considering that one also. So but if we consider here, I'm not considering this of the because of the fake breakout and also the market timings depends upon. So now as a daily time frame we are bullish. Once it closes above, we can see some sort of next higher high on compared to the whole swing. If we consider as of now, this was a highest swing in the previous and this was the major. If we consider or let us take a Fibonacci till where the retracement has been happened. Retrace has been happened till 0.6. if you consider whatever the trend line has been drawn by considering the swing low, another swing low, it was exactly retraced from 0.6. From here we can consider that the market is bullish, and if I see the demand and supply in this, we have a previous supply zones 1 2 and this is the major one, and here this is one of the resistance. That means this is the level the market will be trying very hard to breach this level. We'll see it has been breached with the current candle, the previous one 4-hour candle, right? So we can expect some bullish move as depends upon the support and resistance, supply and demand. Now we have to find an exact way to enter into the market. I am removing all the previous ones. Let me consider the base candles. Yeah. Now we need an entry point. If we consider whatever the breakout has been given, it was a valid one. Whatever the volume has been acquired on the previous consolidation, this was the consolidation which has given a breakout with the highest volume. This will be more than above moving average. If we consider 20 moving average on volume, this will be about 20 moving average. So whatever the breakout candle, we can consider the inside candle range as a resistance support as of now, and the resistance would be, I think we have drawn this resistance on yesterday. This was one of the demand zone has been breached, so it can be a retrace from here too, but the major untested was as of now on a 1 minute time frame. The market is bullish from the past 1 hour. Even though the retracements are coming on a shorter time frame and some of the sell zones, it was not giving importance and it was making higher highs on 1 minute time frame. So this was going to be our next resistance, and if we come for the support, $3,438 to 46, this will be our upcoming resistance, and we already have has a recent support. Earlier also we can consider, which was formed, if you see whatever the consolidation has been there, just check this, whatever the retracement is there. If you observe, this was one of the resistance and got for a retrace. This retrace is for the previous structure. So consider here only the consolidation and the retracement, and after the break of structure, our resistance will be at 438. Now whether it's better to enter in this market, because already in the past few years market has made one of the higher high on a swing. If we consider a swing trading, this was a lower swing bearish swing, and the bullish swing is very too fast, not more than it was not consolidated even few hours also, 1 or 2 hours also we got a short higher highs. So on a 15 minutes I got one of the major demand zone, not the minor also, purely major, because already the structure has been formed, the candle has been closed, then after the market has been moved. Now the market has to come until 438 or else on the retrace of 3405, yeah, has to retrace, then we'll be going for long from here and short from here. If the market makes any consolidation on a 15 minutes time, if we have any previous past zones, means looks like we have some zones on 15 minutes too. Meanwhile, everyone mention the asset classes so that we'll take a look onto this. This was 1 hour or 4 hours, right? So there is no formations on 15 minutes, hence we can go for same position. The resistance is too big, so we can look for only buy entry at 3405.970. that means we have to consider very carefully. Market is about to make a reversal. Yeah, whatever the body, while coming to the volume spread analysis, we have to look for one of the structure, right? 2 candles are enough to predict the market through the volume. See, the one rule is whatever the current candle body, it should be lower than the previous candle body, that is this one. If you observe the body, it was lower than the previous body and it was on a bearish wick rejection along, and also the candle has been closed on a red. Check the volume, it was higher than the previous bigger body candle. That means depends upon the candle, it shows bearishness, and this will be the confirmation candle. It was 1 minute, and also it has been given 1:1. We'll try to read this candle. The body is lower than the previous, but the volume is equal, so whatever the bullishness is there, it's not considerable. We'll see, we have 40 seconds of time. If the candle closes above 700, that means 3411.700. If the candle closes above, we can think that market is bullish. There is no recent swings to consider these zones. This is one of the demand zone, this is one of the zone, this is one of the zone, but we have some criteria from the background. That criteria is not matching, it's not there to consider. And this issue bullish and retrace. Yeah, the candle has been closed above, looks like bullish as of now. How about the volume? In this bullish candle, the volume is equal. That means how many numbers of buyers and how many numbers of seller are equal. We need some sort of divergence. That means the bulls has to be more or else the bears has to be more. Then only it will create a divergence. It will show us that whether the market is in the hands of buyers or else in the hands of sellers. We can predict with that. So here it might be fail because it's a 1 minute time frame. Yeah, sure. Oh, the market has been retraced. I've been a little bit faster. Because I've been considering whatever this reversal, this is going to be retrace 1 and we'll be looking for 1:1. We'll wait and see whether it has given. This is the retracement one. Don't consider this as a entry point. After the retrace, that means this will be our entry point. Whether it gives 1:1, we'll check it. Meanwhile, everyone comment the whatever the major currency pairs are there. We'll take a look into this. Here if we consider, the market has been going to make a inside candle. We'll see which side it was going to give a breakdown or a breakout. Because This was one of the major, but for that we need to consider 1 2 3 4 base candles, but whatever the structure is there, it has not been closed, so minor one. Now we look into inside candle. Priyan, USDC at 7, that means the news regarding you are you talking about? We have at 7:30, that was Richmond Manufacturing Index. So we'll check. It was going to give a breakout to upside. Yes, it has given. Now we'll be moving to bullish moment. Aggressive traders, whatever the zone is there, that is going to be your entry. But for conservative traders, take a 50% of it and then enter. First preference 1:1. Meanwhile, we'll check the dollar. How is the dollar moving? Dollar is trading in the zone. If we observe, whatever the low of the zone we have, it has been tested. That I said whatever the swing low, I have been considered some of the candles as a zone. This is the major one, major demand. With that, I have been just adjusted with some of the few support and resistance. Depends upon the market moment. Now here we have to see that whether the market is bearish or not, depends upon. If you see, it was consolidating at the support zone, so we have to be very careful. I am removing the previous zones as of now. If we have a volume for dollar, it will be very good by considering whatever the dollar price is going to move, on which variance it was going to take as an intake. By considering those, the whatever the exchange has to, if that give, means it will be one of the plus point. Because to consider this week, I need to look for volume. If the volume is more than 50% or else more than 70%, we can go for bullish from the next candle open. Euro USD and USD JPY, okay. So dollar looks like we'll check. Dollar is looking bearish after this retrace. Bullish, bearish, circle, bullish. The zone is very small, so the gold might reverse. That means, sorry, the dollar might reverse and gold might fall. How was the gold? If we check whether it has given 1:1. Okay, I'm removing. If we look on 5 minutes, this move is a good move. If we consider one of the minor demand zone has been given break, that means a breakout, we have to see that it will, I am going to consider this now, whatever the swing will be coming, that will be considered as one of the recent swing, because at the time, if we check here, the market has been rising, but if you look at the volume, it's been decreasing. So whatever the swing here, it was going to come. I'm going to give importance if I need one red candle, again one green candle, that is on the in the swing itself I am saying. Then any of the base candle, it has to be on a reversal. Followed by a red candle by engulfing this line, the low of the candle. Then I'll be considering this as a one of the supply zone. Yeah, the candle is about to make the red one, the first structure. We'll see how it was going to be happen. Is the same formation has been made on 1 minute? No, it's not made. So I'll give importance to the 3 minutes itself. We need one green and one base and one red. We'll check on it. Market is still bullish. Okay, sorry, USD, Euro USD, I forgot to check the assets you have requested for. We'll go on it. First thing, higher time frame, look for trend. Okay, yesterday we have thought whatever the swing high, if it breaks, the direction might be changed. This was one of the previous supply zone, I'm thinking. We'll check on what time frame we have drawn this. Yeah, on our 15 minutes time frame we have drawn this. It has been given some good profit, but we might not consider, because if we are waiting for 1:4 means it was a cost to cost exit. If we look on Euro USD, earlier we have thought that this will be acting as a resistance. But if you observe, after a huge consolidation, market has been given breakout. That means whatever the zone is there, the majority of the sellers are going to wait to give a shorts at this price. But as the buyers are in control, the market has been reversed. We can assume in that way, but for an entry we need to go lower time frame, right? We'll check on the same zone whether we got any positions or not. Because of the recent swing, I'm modifying the high of the structure. We do have a retest till 1.16521. We'll check on the current price. I'm considering this as a support. 1 2 3 4 5. Now it was unable to sustain whatever the breakout has been given by this candle. If you look for weak rejection and also the volume, body is less than the previous and the volume is higher than the previous, and obviously the moving average of the volume, it will be 20 above because of the previous candles I'm saying. Now the demand zone on Euro USD, it was nearby. Don't consider this for buying because the setup was 100% not giving a proper execution. It was untested, number one, and here we have a number two. The zone is too big. Think like we can consider this zone high, low, and break of structure. Yep, we can consider this, and the market sell zone sellers are in control as of now. We'll see. The candle formation is good if we see, but the volume is very less. The body has to be low as well. We'll check how the market will going to move. 1 minute. Okay, this is a Euro USD, right? It's okay. The technicals all are same. So now we go with USD JPY. Obviously higher time frame. One of the supply zone earlier, major supply zone it was, market has to reverse from here, but it hasn't made a next previous swing low. Now it's running at the demand zone, not the supply zone, on a 4 hours time frame, right? So we look for any candle perfection until only 1 hour. Don't go more than that. Once the volume will be reaching above, volume has been already reached, but this candle has to close on a little bit green. It might be 1 point, 2 points, everything. Then we can go for long. The same candle low as a SL and the high as a entry. After the next candle comes green means. So Bitcoin, the volatility one, generally which is supposed to ignore this, but depends upon the formations and zones. On a higher time frame I have to trade. As of now, this was going to be support for the current market price. What it was it was a test or a retracement, we'll check. Minor supply zone, major supply zone. Now it's trading around the previous supply zones. I'm going to mark the major one. It will be little less, depends upon the price. I'm taking only few percent. Yeah, so the selling zone. If we look for any supply candles over here, but wait, we got a demand zone over here. Demand zone, minor supply zone, major demand zone, minor supply zone. If we consider here, the market shows equal. We got one minor reversal, and this was a bullish reversal. It has given this importance, and also it has to give the importance to the previous one. That means we can expect by 50% of it. Oh, sorry everyone, no one has said. Yeah, so when I have where I'll be starting from the recent swing on the Bitcoin. On Bitcoin here I have a minor bearish zone and also a minor, whatever the bullish swing we have, the reversal, this one is a major one. And if I consider whatever the next zone has been formed as a demand zone, this one I have been marked. And whatever the minor bearish reversal, I am removing that also, because here I got a zone of the major demand zone. We can look for long trades at 1,18,632.57. Gold has just faken out me. If you look here, like luckily we are on other pair as assisting. We might have taken this inside candle. Why? Because two consolidations after a breakdown. The retracement will be an entry. We'll see how it's going to respect. We'll be taking this entry as a short if any candle closes below 415. Because if we look after this was an indecisive candle. If we look, then after the strong bearish candle, so we can think, I can think that the market is bearish. It was one of the SL order on a 1 minute time frame, because on retrace I'll be entering, high will be a stop loss, but it will make another higher high on 1 minute swing. Depends upon the volume. If you see, the volume is also increasing. Consider from this, whatever the base candle is there, market rising, volume also rising, and also there is no upper wick, not more than up to 20%. It's okay, we can think it's one of the stop loss triggers or else any pending sell orders. But if it was more than 25% means we have to be very careful. The 3 candles low has been broken, and if I see the volume, this is equal. That means there is no divergence. Whatever the sell orders are coming, it was getting executed at the same time. There is no divergence in the volume. We'll see. Next candle will be bullish, because I said wick should be more than 25%. It would be around 26. I'm thinking we'll check. I just wanted to show. I wanted to see whether the wick percentage is 25% or not. Yeah, I have placed 75% of the body. That means whatever the wick is more than 25%. Buyers are in control as of now. $350, $370 sellers. We have to see about the retracement. ultimate view is bullish, guys. Okay, if we look for any shorter time frames like this on a shorter retracements, don't get panic. I'll just show on the higher time frame whether the market is bullish or not. Okay, there is no exact formation. If we see, this candle was near to the indecisive but not exactly 100%. If we see, the lower wick is little bit higher than the upper wick. If this candle closes above 420, we can think without any higher wick rejection, we can go for long at retracement. This is going to be a major zone on 15 minutes time frame, guys. Just make sure we can get 1:1. The candle about to, still we have 11 minutes to close this candle. We'll check, we'll come after 10 minutes and how the market is going to be. One minute. Seems like market will give a little bit retrace. So if after this closing, if that retracement happens till 405, that's the secondary, but the first thing is we have to wait for the candle closure to get validate this zone. So can BTC USD touch the next higher high? We have a higher high at 1,23,000, right? Yeah. No, it's not going to touch again because this was the major supply zone. Let me check the volume once. Yes, seems like, depends upon the volume and all, seems like it will touch, but it takes time. The market will be on consolidation. This was a minor reversal on a shorter time frame, and we'll see any bullish formations whether to touch your higher high, that means 1,23,700. If we find any bullish formations, we can expect that it will reverse. only one, the recent formation on 4 hours time frame, major one, minor removing minor. Yep, there is a possibility but not the swing high. The market might reverse from 21,383, a zone. We can expect some sort of reversals from here. If we consider daily, on a daily it was after the retrace of the huge consolidation, it was on a plus 0.1% profit. That's it. We can consider till the demand, the support, the further support. Gold is making higher high, man. 3419, 3420. If I might have looked for higher profit, means till the market reaches okay on this because after this strong reversal, I expected that market will reach till 370. If I have waited for much more take profit, means my SL will be gone. So I'm going to one main. We'll check on the whatever the zone has been we have drawn. Yes, the candle has been closed. 15 minutes, right? Yeah, the candle has been not closed. We've been waiting for the closing of this candle. We still have 5:30 minutes, 5 minutes 30 seconds. We'll wait and see. Coming to the sellers, $1.865 minus 140. The market orders are been executing at each and every price. Yep, now I'm changing my direction to bearish on a one minute time frame, because to give importance, if this candle closes on a majority of the body with a positive, that means like this, if this candle closes above this, we can consider one more retracement zone, then after the bullish movement. But the candle has not supported. If you check the sustainability, the market taken much time to go up, but if you look on the last 3 minutes, the market has been reversed. We'll check. If you see, I'm considering this candle, how many? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 candles it has been taken time to reach from 416 to 420, but only 2 candles on 1 minute is enough to break all the previous levels. I just need one confirmation to go completely bearish. Because this candle stopping me to go for bearish. As I said, the volume low spread, sorry, body is low and the volume is high than the previous one, but in this it has to be a green candle, then the market will be bullish, but no. So I am thinking the market will be bearish. Here the volume supports bearish side, but the divert delta we'll check. We need few more candles to confirm the bearishness. I look until the 3414 to give a breakdown. I am removing the previous zones. Yeah, if any candle closes below this, I'll be moving to bearish market. But nearby we have a support. Again it was, yeah, the market is bearish. We'll see whether it will give 1:1 or 1. Now we'll go for 1 because quick movement has given already 50%, right? Now we look for 1:1.5. The market is bearish, volumes are increasing. I'm increasing some more. 2%, 1:2. We'll see how it's going to be, give 1:2 or not. Okay, now we'll wait and watch whether it will be giving any of the zone or not. Now the time is 7:30. I think we have some of the news at 7:30. Manufacturing unit. Source released data 1 minute earlier. Federal Bank has been level of composition server manufacturing. Yeah, so the news has been came for forecast is whatever the result came is more than the forecast. That means good for currency has been mentioned over here. That means the dollar will be positive, gold will be negative. depends upon the news. If we can see, will be a small bullish movement from 7:30. Only one candle, that's it. We can expect the movement in next minutes, because if we observe the gold has given a maximum retracement. Dollar, on which time frame we have marked this zone? Anyone has any idea? Okay, chalo, we'll go for gold itself. So I can expect some type of retracement before fixing to completely bearish. For 16 to looks like we can give importance as a bearishness, because the wick is almost 95% and the volume is above 50%. If it was a higher, I might give a much importance. Unless the candle closes above 3414. Yeah, I'm expecting retrace from here. Major supply zone. We can hold whatever the bearishness is there over here, but I'm expecting a retrace. It was consolidating. Yep, everyone, is there any questions, we'll look for this swing to be breakdown, then we'll wind it up. If the swing will be breached, it means we can expect some retracement, because if we see on a 1 minute time frame, whatever the higher highs and a sudden downfall, because 7:30 the New York session opens, right? London or New York. I'm just expecting a good retracement from either any of the zone from 313, I need just a good retrace candle here. Whatever these two candles has been found, it need to be formed here. We'll see how it will go. Satvik, Indian market for tomorrow. Yep, we'll once this movement happens na in this in the upcoming 5 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll check this the market for tomorrow. Okay, 1 minute, right? I've been confusing why the market has been showing like this. Data has been not logged in. Let me check. You just wait for a few minutes, okay? Because only I won't be telling only based upon the candlesticks. We'll check this. I need one of the confirmation because it doesn't. It might can change the direction too based upon this formation. Yeah, this candle looks good. We can be on short side. It will be indecisive. Tomorrow the Indian markets will be on indecisive. On consolidation we can think. That means if we consider whatever the high or low, indecisive and bearish. Market is not bullish, it will be on indecisive or else the bearish. Shruti, Euro, USD. I think we have marked this level. $6:45 means after the session itself we have marked this level. And this was the bearish we have marked. Now the market has huge consolidation on 5 minutes. I like these type of consolidations. Yep, Euro USD is according to technical it's bullish. Yep, Euro USD is a technical, it's a bullish. Just trade on reversal from this zone, because this was the previous zone, it has been retraced. Will it consolidate here or make a move up or down? Yes, whatever the consolidation phase, this was one of the short breakdown, but not sustain, not even sustain also, just a fake breakdown, that's it. Because if the candle closes and the next candle raises, it will be a fake breakout. This won't be considered as a breakout. So as the previous consolidation, market has given some breakout and came for retest, made higher high, right? So just to go for long, wait for this zone to retrace. After breaking out, take a retrace trade, take only 0.1. Sorry, yeah, after it crosses 1.7094, after closing any candle on the retrace, take a buy entry, keep an SL at 6790. It's a bit high, that's why I'm telling to take only 0.1 quantity, or else you can consider 0.05, because the swing is going to be very big. You can consider until 500 round off, I'm saying the target point. How is the gold moving? We have a sell trade, right? I think it's a stop loss. One minute. No, still the trade is running. We'll wait and watch. I think I can consider these three. And seconds, just close it. Because we can't be able to wait if it was, yes, has been closed. I'm closing this. It's a minor bearish and a minor bullish. We have to wait and watch. From 15 itself, the market is bullish on a shorter time frame. the volume is increasing, and the reversal, the volume is high. If the next candle is a red color, means we can expect a small downfall, a small swing low. Volume supports for bearishness here. And if we consider whatever the previous swing, this is one of the strongest supply zone, and this is one of the general swing, that means resistance, general resistance. One second, it's not a red candle, but the volume is high, so I'm expecting some sort of consolidation here. Okay everyone, after this breakout, whatever the structure breakout is there, look for retrace, and we can expect a short bullish movement over here. But the volume is not supporting, the market is rising but the volume is falling. We have to be very careful if we take any buy trades. Yep, the market is bullish on a higher time frame, because if we see the market price is rising along with the volume. So take only bullish trades. When on a 1 hour time frame, make a note, if this candle closes above 420.255, minimum it has to be on a green. That means whatever the wick is there on a whole body, it should be less than 25%. The body should be 75%. You can consider. You can calculate by taking high low close. Hope you know the calculation. You guys has to make sure that how to read the candle. For example, now these two candles are there. In your brain, it has to come immediately. This was the high on a short time, on a make a note, and this what were the closing price of the next candle. So this candle, it will be a doji. We know how 2 hours. Yes, if we see whatever the doji, that means because of the green candle, try to read the candles by merging, because we don't know, sometimes we'll be getting better formations on 5 minutes, sometimes better formation on 15 minutes, we don't know. So if we read this type of structures, any candles, okay, whatever the retracement has been came, it might be a bullish. So that if you unless if you go for 2 hours only, you can think you have to wait for, okay, if the next candle comes green, then you will be going for long, you will be tapped. So this is 1 hour. Okay, this is one of the formation candle, this is one of the candle formation, it's a doji. On 2 hours time frame, it's a doji, but on 1 hour time frame, I got one of the bullish confirmation. So we can take a small risk by placing a pending buy order high of this candle by giving a few pipettes gap, and the low will be a SL. We can trade for 1:1. Okay, time frame is same. Okay, whatever the stop loss order is there, it's only depends upon the risk reward. Okay, plan accordingly. Looks like the candle will close on a positive way. We'll see how it will be closing. Okay, and who are the active traders on Market Shala? Update me on this. Okay, the candle has been closed above 422. If the candle closes above 422, or else let me take 20%, 424. If the candle closes 424 above, the market will be bullish after a short retracement. Okay, update on this. So everyone, have a safe trading day. Maintain a strict stop loss. If there is any new persons viewing, or after later it was been watching, kindly subscribe and leave a comment. Okay everyone, good night.